Yes, I often apply to or go to the youth leadership conferences that our school goes to. It's the Hobie He O'Brien Youth Leadership Conference. That was in SUNY Oneonta, and I just went there for a weekend, and they had a lot of like vocal activities where we would open up and talk with other students. I feel confident in my mindset, so I want to try to get that across to other people to try to help bring other people up and just spread positivity. So I feel like leadership is the best way to do that. First volunteered and then worked for the summer camp in town as a counselor, and just like even like small stuff, just like helping other kids out in class if they don't know the answer, or like if I'm a partner with them. But first was the after school program, which is just at the elementary school for kids whose parents get out of work later. And then the summer camp, which is kind of the same thing, but it's also like through the day. And I went through both of those myself. I enjoyed the experience, and so I wanted to become a counselor and help other kids feel that as well. Volleyball, I started playing that when I was in 9th grade. I did basketball in middle school, and then I wanted to switch it up a little bit for high school, so I went to volleyball. And Mr. Brown, the gym teacher, kind of recruited me for that one. And when some of my other friends were on the team, so they recruited me to join volleyball, and I've been doing that ever since. And then for archery, again, that was Mr. Brown. My family has, like on my mom's side, like my grandfather was a bow hunter, so when I was at his house, sometimes he would teach me how to use it, and then my great uncle would teach me how to use a bow, so I figured I would give it a try, even though I hadn't done much like outside of school other than that, and I ended up doing pretty good, so I was happy with that. I want to be an engineer. Right now I'm thinking electrical. I was thinking like aerospace for a while, but I think I might transfer to electrical, something like that. I applied to a couple different colleges. I got accepted to all of them. Right now I'm thinking about enrolling in RPI. Probably going to do that just whenever we get a chance. And then I'm probably going to go into electrical engineering or maybe even computer science. They're kind of close. I just don't know which way exactly I want to go yet. I've done a couple of visits there and some online stuff due to COVID. You can't do everything in person this year, but I have an interest there. In general, I just like to come up with creative solutions to problems. So like this was, some of my grandfathers, like my great grandfather was an engineer, and so I kind of looked up to that. And then in 7th and 8th grade, I did the Future Cities competition. That really opened me up to enjoying solving these solutions, because in Future Cities you have to come up with an entire city. So you can come up with so many creative solutions to everything and then loop them all back together. So I've always liked just coming up with like inventions or whatever, see what I can come up with. It's engineering, mostly civil, but you can get into all sorts of things because it's an entire city. So the first competition's regional, which is just our area, and then if you win that, you move on to nationals, which is in DC, and that's people all over the country, and then also winners from some other countries like China. And so they give you a specific topic to focus on. Like my topic, we had to come up with waste management solution first, and then the second year I did it, we had to come up with like public spaces, so like parks and recreational areas, stuff like that. And so you have to come up with the best way that you can solve this problem in your city about 50 to 100 years in the future. And we won regionals both years. The first year we came in 4th place, and the second place we came in 14th. So 4th in the world, pretty much, was pretty big accomplishment. I like the ideas of like progression, being better as an entire species. So right now, the person I see doing that the most is Elon Musk, just trying to advance us and get new things across. But I also think like humanitarian, we should try to, we're at the resource level where we can get everyone at least a basic level of food, basic level of housing. So I would like to work on that if I can. I love the New Lebanon community, just the small, tight-knit aspect of it. Like for example, in our physics class right now, we have like 3 or 4 students, so you can really get a deeper understanding of all the material. You can ask the teachers, you can stay after if you need to, or stay after class for a few minutes, and really get a deeper understanding of whatever material you're trying to learn. And then also just with like all of the students, like I know everybody, so it's like a better connection than if I went to like a bigger school and I did like some people I've never heard of, you know what I mean? So I really enjoy that aspect of New Lebanon. We can't do much due to COVID right now, but before I had a season pass to Six Flags, so me and my sister were planning on going there pretty often. I like to play video games. I have an Xbox and a computer, so I play on those. I have a basketball hoop, so that's nice. I have one brother and one sister. They're both younger. My sister's 2 years younger and my brother's 5 years younger. More than grades and economics, I like to focus more on being a good person over achievements. So my dad always said he liked that about me. So how you act with other people is more important than what you achieve.